celebrating our 50th season of Highlands football. We also have a very special 50th birthday, our #1 fan, Eddie Tiorsky.
All right, we are back. Eddie Tiorsky is turning 50, and to celebrate Eddie's 50th birthday, the Highlands Band will play him out. Wave, Eddie. Hey to you. Happy birthday to you. How about that? Happy birthday, Eddie! Eddie just turned half 100. How about that? I said, and good news for that will be that someday I'm hopeful that they can do that for me when I turn 50. Anyway, we're at halftime at Highlands, and the Rams lead it 21-16. We can give you some quick individual numbers. Seth Cohen in that first half, 8 for 14, 195 yards. He threw for 3 touchdowns. Logan Christ got 4 for 129. Johnny Christ 2 for 36, and they went thusly. Logan Christ an 88-yarder from Cohen to give the Rams a 7-0 lead. Jake Herod tied it up on a 28-yard run to tie it at 7. Romello Freeman a 21-yarder from Cohen. The Rams went back up 14-7. Then Karen Bowder on a 30-yard pass from Herod tied it at 14. Then Jared Bricker sacked Seth Cohen in the end zone for a safety with 3:56 left in the half and gave Knoch a 16-14 lead. But then Johnny Christ with 43 seconds to go caught a 26-yarder from Cohen, his third of the day. Johnny Christ catching his second touchdown of the year. Bowser added the kick, and the Rams lead it at the break, 21-16. Highlands had 10 first downs to Knoch's 8. Now Knoch with 202 yards rushing. Again, that's a problem for Highlands. But the Rams threw for 195. Total yards, 232 for Knoch, 220 for Highlands. The Rams were 3 for 5 on third down, which has been a good thing for them. Penalties were lower. The Knights had 6 of them. The Rams had 3. And we've had a ton of penalties in the first 2 games this season. But Knoch had the time of possession with all the rushing they're doing, 14-45. Jake Herod, 7 carries for 115. Ivan Stapchuk, 15 for 82. So happy birthday to Eddie. Those are your halftime stats. We'll have the second half kickoff coming up. Highlands will get the ball. The Rams lead it at the break, 21-16 over Knoch. Back with the second half right after this. Getting ready for the second half. Second half kickoff brought to you by Mason Elite Hoops at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall. Individualized training for third graders all the way up to varsity and beyond. You can email masonelitehoops@comcast.net or on the web, masonelitehoops.com. And check out Micah's 64-point game on YouTube, cut down into only Micah's points and some for Andre Boone. I think John Mason liked Andre Boone.
A lot of assists that night, too, Mike. He just played such a great game. Missed 1 shot.
Missed 2, yeah. No threes. He was perfect from 3. Here's the kickoff by Gore.
Price.
Far side of the field, that's Logan at the 15. 20. Look out, here he comes up over the 25. Dances his way to the 27-yard line. E.J. Sims, one of the men in there for the Knights.
Logan's returned all 3 kicks tonight. That one for 22. Entertaining first half, Mike.
It really was. I have some halftime scores that we can quickly duck in for you. Conference games. Newcastle leads Ambridge 22-0. Indiana and Blackhawks 7-7. Mars and a big one leads Montour 9-7.
Quick pass. Nope.
The pass incomplete going to Logan. Mars leading Montour 9-7. That's a tough one. That's a big game too. We're going to go to Mars next week. And in a non-conference game, South Fayette leading Uniontown 28-0.
You know, Mike, what's unique about our conference is we have so many different offensive formations, things you don't see all the time. You know, we're dealing with this flex bone tonight. You know, we're going to be a tough matchup with this spread, too. Offside knocked.
They have so many good wide receivers that it's going to be hard to cover them all. And we were talking upstairs. I was talking to Ricky at halftime. There's no matchup for a 6'6" wide receiver. It reminds me of when the Stapletons were playing at Indiana. Yes, it's very difficult to match up with them.
Yep, offside's Knoch.
45 yards for Knoch on penalties. 2nd and 5 at the Highlands 38. Just underway second half. Rams by 5. Knoch with that safety should keep us out of a tie situation anyway.
And to get up by 2 scores, Mike, would be really big. Gives you a little
we tried that 3 times last week. It didn't work.
Let's do it tonight.
Ethan Jones, the center. And a pass to Johnny Christ. He caught it, but slipped down to the turf. It'll start to get a little bit slippery now as night falls.
The dude. Give him 2.
Third down and 4.
197 now for Seth Cohen, Mike. He's quickly approaching the 200-yard mark. Oh, there they moved again.
Jump offside. Something with Seth Cohen's cadence, I think. And that should be a Highlands first down.
I think he may have got him offside a couple times last week.
He did, yeah. And if you watch, you always look for a head bob if you're on the other side, hoping now they're pointing Highlands' way. The Knoch players are. And we have a full-scale caucus between the striped shirts.
That's never good.
The more they talk about it, and I don't like the look of Daniel Timmons.
Oh, man.
Yeah. He threw his head back like, why?
4 now for 25, and more importantly, going to take it back and make it 3rd and 9. Doggone it. Thought we had that one, Mike.
Rams did well on third down in the first half, which they have been. This is just what Knoch wants if they can get a stop coming out of the locker room. Remember, Highlands wanted this possession. They deferred. Cohen is back, sets his feet and guns it. It's caught by Freeman at the 50.
He could have went
Freeman
out of
gets the first down. Now look out. Here he comes across the field.
One more block.
He gave up the first down, got it back. 45 and out of bounds in front of the Knoch bench.
And in reality, he ran 53 yards all the way across the field to get you where he was.
Dean, he made the first down twice.
Romello showed some moves out there. How many
he gets 11 plus 5, 16.
16. That puts Cohen now at 2-13, Mike. Yep. Thank God I teach math.
Get straight up your alley. First down at the
Kids are always impressed I can do that in my head. It's not.
You know who's great at that? With the numbers and could add up a whole story. Joe Falsetti.
I can imagine.
He could give you the entire string. He could do a whole string of numbers. Cohen in trouble, and down he goes.
Yep. First time this year.
Well, actually, the first one was the safety.
True.
Karen Bauer got him there.
Forgot about that.
He blitzed. Karen Bauer came from his linebacker spot, and they found a crack.
And in film studies, Mike, the kids saw all week they like to shoot one linebacker every time. He has to be accounted for. That time he wasn't. Going to take us back into our own territory now.
2nd and 16. 4 wides. Cam Taylor is the sidecar. Now they look over to the sideline to get instructions. First-year coach Tom Girardi. Going back, sets his feet and guns it. Boy, right on a line to Christ, out of bounds at the Knoch 40. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 5.
Big night again for Logan Christ, Mike. 11 for 11. His brother earlier, 26 for 26-yard touchdown. 224 now.
I've got Christ 5 for 140, Logan.
Last week we had 2 receivers over 150, Signorella and Freeman.
3rd and 5 at the Knoch 40-yard line. 9:48 to go. 3rd quarter, Highlands by 5. Seth Cohen, the junior quarterback.
Big 3rd down.
Here they
all come.
He gets it out of there, but it's incomplete. He tried to get it to Christ on a safety valve, and the Knights have decided it looks like they're going to send pressure now in the second half.
And again, that time Mike just threw the timing off a little bit. Logan was open, but he had to turn back for that one.
The problem is it's hard to get to him because so much of it is on timing, and it's 3-step drop, 2-step drop, and the ball's out. So it's 4th down. The Rams will have to punt it. See if they can put the Knights back deep. As going back to get it is Jared Schreckengost. Here's the low snap. Christ picks it up off the turf and gets it out of there.
Wow, he just did
Kicks it to the far side of the field, and it's out of bounds. Not the greatest kick in the world, but the fact that he was able to get it off is a plus. Probably about the 20. And there you go.
All right, they give them the long porch this time, Mike. 80 yards to go to try to take the lead here, trailing 21-16. On just a perfect night, Mike.
It is gorgeous. It is warm. Summer's back. We're going to have it for about another week.
Yep, no wind at all.
The last week of summer is going to feel like summer.
Going to get a lot of golfing in, Mike. Had a great matchup at Apollo Elks today. I'll tell you about that. It was very interesting. Coach Falter was involved.
Anything with Coach Falter is interesting. First down at the 20. Harrod gives it. No, keeps it.
Got the option going
out to the left.
No, from
Gets
behind.
A block.
What a great
down
tackle.
He goes. Booker and long.
Yep. And Mike, if you remember, the old rule was hit the quarterback at every play. This is why the pros don't run this offense. You're allowed to pop the quarterback at every play because he's basically a runner every play.
Well, if you remember, the 49ers had some problems with that Colin Kaepernick before he became famous. Before he became famous for something else, that the teams decided they were going to pop him on every play, and they stopped running the read option because they were going to get him killed.
Yep.
2nd and 5. Snap, chuck, fumble. It's out.
Got it.
Let's
Who's
see.
got it?
Highlands says they do.
Let's see.
We need a signal. They do.
Chikello
has it.
Big Nick with a fumble recovery.
The first turnover of the game.
They laid the leather to him, Mike. Big Nick.
And Highlands now with a chance to take advantage of that.
It's like a couple of Knoch guys, Mike. He took off last year, decided to come back as a senior, and big play for the Golden Rams.
And he's played well here the first few weeks. That Rob Rutkowski lookalike.
Yeah, he does. Little Rut we used to call him, remember?
First down Highlands at the Knoch 26. They're going to run a shovel pass to Johnny Christ. He breaks through there. He's at the 15-10. And how about that? Page out of the Pitt playbook.
Haven't seen that one all year either, Mike.
Out of the Pitt Panthers shovel pass-based offense. And the great thing about that is if he drops it, it's just incomplete.
Yep, we're pulling them all out.
Down to the 12, a 14-yarder.
2:38 now for Cohen. That is a pass. More importantly, Highlands set up shop here. First down and 10 at the 12-yard line. Looking to get that 2-score lead, Mike. Great call.
Well, they know the rush was coming. That's an adjustment.
That'll slow it down. Uh-oh.
And the inside give is to Taylor. He breaks the tackle, battering his way inside the 10-yard line.
He earned every yard of that, Mike. Cam's 6th carry tonight.
He is the battering ram.
Yep. 17 yards.
2nd and 8 at the 10. Eric Green makes the stop. Less than 8 minutes to go, third quarter. 21-16, Highlands leads it.
13 seconds to go, plenty of time on the clock. That's one thing about no huddle, Mike. You look like you're rushing, but you don't have to.
Christ brothers to the left. They're going to run an out. It's caught by Logan, but it's
maybe a yard, too.
Yeah, for maybe a yard down to the 8. We'll give him 2. It's 3rd and 6 for Highlands.
Now, Mike, we might be looking at a field goal. Field goal puts us up 8. That's an important thing.
Seth Cohen, I have him at 12 for 20 for a pedestrian 239. 3rd down.
I have 21 in there, Mike, so we missed one place.
Somewhere or another. Well, my slash marks might not be on.
Big play here. They're going to bring heat, it looks like, from the left side.
Jet motion by Logan Christ. He gets it, and they got him. They were waiting for him.
Well, Mike,
the good news is it's in the middle of the field if they want to try a field goal.
I think that's kind of what they were doing. They were putting the ball in the middle.
Well, we'll see. It's 4th down. And they're kicking it.
And here comes J.C. Bowser with the first field goal attempt of the year, correct?
Yes, sir. It's 4th down, and J.C. Bowser going to try to kick her first field goal.
And you talk about the time, Mike. This could put us into that position.
Well, this is important because it could give you an 8-point lead.
Biggie.
This will be a 28-yard field goal attempt. Signorella holds. The ball is on the tee. The kick is on its way. It's long enough, high enough, and the kick is good.
That was good for
Bowser,
40.
a 28-yard field goal.
That's my girl, Mike.
And at 6:17 left of the third quarter, Highlands takes advantage of the turnover and stretches that lead to 24-16.
Speaking about my girl, let's talk about my boy Eddie Torsky. I was down there tonight talking to him. I asked him, what was your one wish? And that was to go to the Anchor Inn tonight, Mike. So
how about that?
I'm going to disperse with a normal commercial and just talk about the Anchor Inn. If that's a 50-year-old's dream to go to the Anchor Inn, it's got to be a great place. Mike, not only can you have a meal, you can also rent the hall downstairs, remember?
That's correct. We do that for the
and
Cajun Classic is done.
Yep.
Doable.
Call Joe, Andy, or Dee, and they'll take care of you. And again, we've been there every night after the game. And last week we met two guys. How would you say the first name there, Mike?
That's Minaj Lucas.
Minaj Lucas and
Brennan Mara.
Brennan Mara, two young youth football players. We got to talk about it. We've got to show them a little bit of our game, remember?
We did. And we always say that we'll be there, so stop by and say hi. Guess what?
They did. And they got to meet the infamous Mike and Mike. And we'll be up there tonight with Eddie. So hopefully everybody's up at the Anchor Inn after every game. Great atmosphere, great popcorn. And tonight, Eddie Torsky night. He'll be glad-handing and kissing all the ladies.
6:17 left third quarter. Highlands has the lead. Bowser kicks it. They're fighting over it, but Stapchuk takes it at the 10, and he's got a head of steam up over the 20 to 25, but the Rams stand him up at the 28-yard line.
DJ Loveland, like right in the middle of that.
And so's Johnny.
Yep. Also, 20 Fondrick was down there, Mike.
So it's first down Knights. Highlands leads at 24-16. They take advantage of the Stapchuk fumble, the Chikello recovery, and J.C. Bowser kicks her first. She's 4 for 5 on extra points. The one she missed was blocked, and 1 for 1 on field goals.
Yep, not quite the two-score lead we wanted, Mike, but again, we can only be tied now. Chance of defense. Yep. People coming to life
They're
here.
going to run a toss to Stapchuk off the
Timmons out
right
there.
side, and Stapchuk is pushed out of bounds up at the 35-yard line. Timmons got him from behind and pushed him out.
Speaking of Timmons, Mike, I'll be up at
going there tomorrow.
Yeah.
We have Highlands galore at that game.
Yep, and it's going to be
VMI against Robert Morris. We're going to have Braden Timmons on Robert Morris. Ken Wood says go VMI. Zach Wood will be home next week. Ken's
going to be attending the game with me. I talked him into it.
There you go. And
somebody stiffed out on me.
Well, I had duties. I'm sorry about that. But
I'll tell Kratz you said hello, though.
Yes.
Alan Kratzenberg will be there. Like, he's had a great career at VMI.
He has.
Quarterback, look who's there.
Got him.
Jett.
Jermaine Jett just playing defense tonight.
Yeah, he hasn't had an attempt on the running. Maybe that shoulder, Mike, how they have it harnessed up, maybe it's difficult to carry the ball.
So it's a gain of 1 only.
Mike Rizzo, give him credit, made, I guess the term would be a contraption for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with. Mike Rizzo deserved extra pay for last week.
Yeah,
After the game, he had his little shed down there. It was at full capacity. The fire marshal was throwing people out.
Triage area, as we call it. Big third down here, Mike.
Third down and a long 2 for Knoch.
The Golden Rams can turn him back. This would be big.
5:20 left, third quarter. And we have whistles.
Before clock expired, Mike.
The clock expired, but I don't know that that's the call they're getting. The linesman threw it. And we'll see. It might be a false start. It's offside against Highlands. Great. It's first down.
I didn't see anybody move, did you?
No, but I had my eyes on the quarterback.
And that's one you don't want to give them, Mike.
No, and you gave them.
Yep, literally, they got to earn those, but we're giving them to them.
So it's first down Knoch at the Highlands 42.
It's supposed to be a beautiful day tomorrow, too, Mike. 80s.
We're just all weekend. Steelers open up at home on Sunday.
Great
Harris has it, and they got him. And the Rams,
no place
Sportelli in there too. Chikello there, and also 54 is Mario Cienko. So the quarterback Harrod we'll give him 3.
He pulled it out, Mike, on the belly series, but Highlands did a great job making sure he couldn't get anything else out of it.
Harrod has 10 carries, 124. Remember, he had the big 28-yarder at the end of the half that was a by-the-way run. Stapchuk's in at 92. Rams are looking to give up 100 yards rushers to 2 different guys 2 consecutive weeks. Karen Bauer in motion.
High
Oh, it's a high pitch. But he corrals it, and they got
nice
him.
job that time.
Diving tackle down there by Jermaine Jett. He shot through there like a jet and got him.
Jett's 6th tackle, Mike. And one thing about Jermaine, have him out there for his speed. He showed that
and
time.
He's playing great defensively. He is.
That play, though, was a little thrown off by the bad pitch.
It reminds me of Gage Clark hurt his shoulder and couldn't throw. He couldn't play quarterback, so they harnessed him down and put him at safety, and he played safety for the rest of that year. And I think Seth Goheen played quarterback then, the Tarentum Rifle.
Somebody's asked me this week who Braden Timmons took over for. Was it Gage?
I think it was.
Yeah.
I think he played that game as a freshman. Remember when Sam sat all the seniors?
Right. Here we go, big third down.
And then they lost to Knoch the next week.
Boy, was he held.
Harrod fires. You get a man wide open. Karen Bauer. Nobody around him in the soft zone.
Holding right there.
But there's a flag down.
Corralled.
So let's see if this one's coming back.
They finally saw what I saw, Mike. Yep.
And it's Greg Seco, the senior guard, pleading his case with the officials, but to no avail.
He had Danny Timmons by the waist. That's 8 penalties now for 60 yards.
So that'll move it back from the 35 or to the 35-yard line and make it 3rd down and 17 for the Knights at 3:28 third quarter.
Here's what I understand, Mike. They have 3 guys in the pattern, most. And we've got 8 guys back there. You think somebody could pick that guy up.
Well, they were zoning him out, so they were played an umbrella.
Cochran comes in this time for Jett, which leads me to believe, Mike, he can't raise his arms. That's why they make sure.
I bet Cochran's coming. Watch your reverse, Bill says.
Now they can reverse it all they want. They got a long way to go. Come on, Danny.
Here's back. Being chased. Harrod is hit.
Get him, Danny.
And he throws it away. There's nobody over there. That was intentional grounding up at Newcastle last year.
Yeah, there goes the flag.
They're going to get it? Well, let's see. There was a little. Hopefully they don't get anything but that. But there was no receiver.
No, Cochran and Danny Timmons.
So where the flag is where they're going to take it from. They're putting
is that the loss of down, Mike? Intentional
grounding. There it is. Loss of down it is. And I think it's a 5-yard penalty after that. Take it back 5 yards and the loss of down. This mic's not on. 4th down. So they'll move it back to the 25. So you give him a loss. You give him a sack on that.
Timmons would get that, I imagine, right?
Mm-hmm. So, it's 4th down and a bunch. 4th and 22. The Rams should get it back in good shape. 3:11 left third quarter, and the Rams lead it 24-16. And they got him back at the 24.
Why?
I guess maybe somebody might have called for a fair catch. We might have had an arm up. That's the only thing I can think of.
He was running with the ball.
But I don't know, inadvertent or what the story was.
But there was no fair catch made. That is weird.
Let's see what the ref says. He's going to say something, and his mic's not. Well, maybe he's not. Well,
okay.
I guess we'll just take the ball and move on.
Why do we show up every Friday night, Mike? Because you never know what you're going to see.
Because we learn something every week, Dean.
Yeah. We are adult learners.
1st down at the 26.
And I speak for myself when I said it.
Me too. And Cohen.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Fires. Oh, boy, good job by Johnny Christ.
A defender,
to play defender, Jim Johnston. His original read was covered. He looked to his left. He came off of whatever it was, and then when he came out to the right, Johnston read that and was right on it and jumped the route.
As strong as arm as Seth has, Mike, that's an awful long throw. And fortunately for Johnny, he felt him coming. He played defense there.
2nd and 10.
They get right back to work here.
Yeah, Blake Leary after Gage Clark. Thanks to Ricky. He sent word down. Cohen. And they got him. Cohen off to the right. And again, Andrew Mullins, senior linebacker, 52, was in there. Maybe a yard.
And lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage if he did. 5 attempts now for Seth, 7 yards. He's not out there to run, guys. Let's get him the ball in the air.
3rd down.
Big play.
Rams are 1 for 3 in the second half on 3rd down. 2:20 left, 3rd quarter. Highlands by 8. They have the only points of this quarter, a J.C. Bowser field goal, 28 yards. Cohen is back. Here comes the blitz. Fires. Freeman goes up to pull it down. Breaks the tackle. Still not down. He got to the 40. That's 1st down.
Great job by Romella, Mike. Not taking 1, but 2 big hits.
Boy, has he come on, hasn't he? The new offense really suits him.
No doubt about it.
13 yards for Freeman, his 3rd catch of the night. Freeman's caught 3, Booker 1, Christ 4, Logan Christ 6.
253 for the Golden Rams, Mike. Passing tonight, all by Seth Cohen.
Pedestrian 253 after last week.
Oh, now what?
We have a timeout. Let's see what this is going to be. It's an official's timeout. Something on the sidelines. They're moving the Rams back. A little get-back action. Or do we have somebody hurt?
Yeah, looks like it might be.
We do. Somebody's down, and I can't see who it is. It's a cramp. Whoever it is. Mike Rizzo's trying to work that out. And I cannot see who it is. Maybe if we... Well, Signorella's on the field.
Yeah, that is
Booker is not on the field.
Booker.
Yeah, so there you go. 1st down, Highlands at the 40.
Heads up job by the refs, Mike. You don't want to run a play over there.
They've done a good job tonight, by the way.
Excellent.
But two weeks in a row.
Yeah. Here
Again,
comes everybody.
It's ours, Army. Cohen's arm is hit, and it's incomplete. Now, they do not want to let him set his feet now, and they are coming.
You got to make them pay when they do that.
Well, and the thing is, when you have 4 wides, you don't have any. You only have 1 running back to chip. You can easily send more than they have to block, and that's why you got to see where they're coming from, and you got to beat the blitz with the pass.
And when you think about it, Mike, defense has 11 guys, offense has 10.
Because the quarterback can't really.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you always say when the quarterback runs. That's an extra blocker.
Yep.
Because it's not really accounted for. 2nd and 10. Cohen guns it on a slip screen to Christ, makes a man miss, gets up over the 45 to the 48-yard line. Scott Frazier, the sophomore safety, brings him down. 3rd down and 3.
260 now passing. We have ran the ball, Mike, 6, 8, 9 times. Not counting Cohen. 9 times. Past the 25. So
another big 3rd and 3 for the Rams. Maybe you can get him to jump offside again. He's back. He looks. He fires. Oh, different pages together. He and Freeman
Guess what?
at the 45-yard line.
The defender had slipped and fallen too, so that's a big one they get away with there, Mike.
4th and 3, and the Rams will punt it at 57 seconds left, 3rd quarter. They lead it. It's turned into a conventional football game now, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you lose, Dean?
All my paperwork you give me. Gone, but not forgotten.
Gone but not forgotten.
That's why you're the play-by-play guy. I'll be working off my sheet from here on in.
Here's the snap to Logan Christ.
Oh, man.
He just gets it off.
Penalty marker.
There's a marker down. The ball is loose on him off. It's still loose. The Rams have it. The Rams have it at the 29-yard line.
Who's coming up with it?
It's number 2, Nick Bates, of all people. Now let's see what the flag's about.
The Bates Motel, Mike. Let's see what the flag is.
There's a flag way on the far side of the field at the line of scrimmage. And you hope the Rams didn't send the gunner down too quick. Let's see.
Both, Mike. Both flags on both sides of the field.
Or Tom Stabile's surmising a possibility of not enough men on the line of scrimmage.
That'd be terrible.
They're coming back.
Oh, boy. Yanks, that would be the
legal formation.
turnover.
Tom saw it.
Yeah.
So that's a 5-yard penalty against Highlands, and they get away with that. Let me at least do this.
Thank you. All right, they're going to have to kick again. I'll tell you what, Logan almost hit that block, Mike. They were coming.
So we'll try it again.
Here they come
Another
again.
flag.
Doggone it.
Might be the same thing. It's a good kick this time. let it go.
They got one back on it.
They might have roughed the punter. Coming in there for the Knights was Thomas Pfeiffer.
2 flags, Mike.
So I think the Rams might have had another illegal formation, which they got to get fixed, and I think they might have roughed up Logan Kreis a little bit. So let's see what these are. 39 seconds left, third quarter.
Do they get to tell you what you're doing wrong so you can fix it?
I think they do. Let's listen.
What are they doing wrong?
And now it's
the second time.
That's what I thought. Okay. So what he's trying to say is,
we're just going to
Wayne Mattis, we're going to do this again. It was a running into the kicker call, a 5-yard variety. The Rams had the illegal formation again, so we're going to have to kick it one more time.
Now get this straightened out. What are they doing wrong? Do you see anything, Mike?
They got to have 7. High snap. Kreis climbs the ladder.
The good news is,
and he's punted it 3 times and kicked it well every time.
Oh, baby!
Gore! It looked like Goldberg, for God's sakes. How'd he get in here?
Noah Gillette, this long snapper, Mike. How did he get that head of steam? He did, and he met him perfectly.
It looked like the J.J. Watt spear last night. Goodness gracious.
How did the receiver hang on to the ball? Yikes. He got blasted.
All the way back at the 27. So Knoch has it at 30 seconds left.
Here we go. Full Haas backfield again.
And the quarterback has it, Harrod off the right side, and he gets stood up. Freeman was in there, so was Sportelli. It's a short gain up to the 32-yard line on what should be the last play of the quarter. And I've thought that once before.
Now remember, Mike, 4 yards is a win. Somebody's down, Mike, for the Golden Rams.
And a helmet off.
Looks like it might be Romello or Freeman, Mike.
Getting up very slowly.
He's had a great night here tonight.
Far side of the field. We'll take a timeout. 14 seconds left, third quarter. The Rams by 8. We'll be right back. Someone's either burning tires or leaves, Danny.
It's probably both around here. Mike, the clock is running, unfortunately.
Well, that's going to... Yeah, that's not right.
Yeah, they can't run the clock.
Unless they wound it.
Yeah, maybe they did.
Maybe they didn't wind it to finish the quarter. There we go.
All right, the end of the quarter,
So
Mike.
that does it. It's the end of the third quarter with the score. Yeah, didn't it? Highlands 24, the Knoch Knights 16. P&J Sports, located at 1605 Freeport Road in Natrona Heights, has been outfitting our local sports teams and the great fans of the AK Valley for more than 5 decades. When it comes to all your sporting goods needs, look no further than P&J Sports. Glenn Mills and his friendly staff provide that personal touch. High school jackets, team uniforms, trophies, any kind of sports equipment you might need. You just can't beat the service at P&J Sports. They're open 9 to 5 weekdays and Saturdays 9 till noon. So stop in today or give Glenn a call at 724-226-2762. Our longest running sponsor. 5 decades says it all, P&J Sports, because we went to him first.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And he came through in big for us way back when. Speaking of way back when, Highlands 50th anniversary trivia. Simple question, Mike. How many coaches in Highlands football history? Just need a number, don't need names. Bill's been announcing them all evening.
Wasn't it? It's 8. Is it 8 maybe?
He's going with 8.
2nd and 5 at the 32. And Stapchuk carries it up to the 35-yard line where he's brought down by Marcus Sienko.
Looked like Lamer was in there too on that play. He hasn't played much defense tonight, Mike.
3rd down, we'll call it 2, and now these are getting bigger. The Rams defense has really stiffened up here. They've done a much better job. Knox had some runs, but in the second half, the defense is definitely, they haven't scored a touchdown in quite a while.
There we go, inside.
And they give.
Close, Mike.
Stapchuk gets it out to the 38, and that's a first down for Knox.
Depends on the mark. Cochran made the tackle.
That's the 10th first down of the game for the Knights. Highlands has 13.
You know, we haven't seen in a long time, Mike. It's a measurement. Doesn't look like they do them anymore. It's like, we'll just... Well, have we seen one all year?
Looks good. I don't know. You know what it is? It's LASIK eye surgery. These guys are so good that they can actually see that and mark it. And
sharpened up, huh?
Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Knights at the 38. Karen Bauer in motion and a marker down.
Damn, that's encroachment right there.
And the Rams jumping in.
Okay, Mike, I tricked up the question a little bit. Okay. Your answer 8 would be correct in some circles.
Okay.
Not my circles.
Okay.
Because I'm going to go with, you got to kind of Coach Girardi, yes or no?
Yeah.
That he makes 9. Then we had Chris Warner, during a strike, served as head coach. He's 10. And the gentleman to my left,
Mr.
Bill
Heasley,
served. How many games, Bill? 4 games.
What was your record, Bill? 2 and 2.
500, baby. He got out of Dodge.
Here's the pitch to Stapchuk off the left side. They're blocking Lonnie in the back. Lonnie did a good job of holding the edge.
Stapchuk did a nice job, Mike.
He did. He got back near the line of scrimmage. Lonnie did. They had 2 hands in the number 8 right there, but we'll call it no game.
Cochran was over there along with Danny Timmons.
6 carries in the second half for Stapchuk.
So Bill Heasley, not a losing coach.
9 yards.
Frank Martin was our first one, Mike. 3 years, and my buddy Franny Rogel did 8. We'll get to the rest of them.
Let's see if I can do it.
Okay.
There's Stapchuk, loose ball. It's on the turf.
Who's got it?
Stapchuk gives it up again.
Who's got
Highlands
it?
has it. Luke Cochran.
Big Luke Cochran. Big game for Luke. His 6th tackle and a fumble recovery. How about that?
So the Rams have it, first down at the Knoch 43.
Entertaining game here, Mike. And again, when you think about it, it's still a 1-score game.
Bill's given the list.
We prompted him.
That's right. First down Highlands at the Knoch 40. All right, let's go for the jugular right now.
I agree.
Kreis in crabbing motion. Give it to Cam Taylor. Head down. And gets a yard. They knocked the ball loose, but the whistle had blown. That'll be a yard pickup.
Okay, so we got Frank Martin, Franny Rogel. Who was next?
Frank Martin, Fran Rogel, or Rogel, Frank Rocco.
Another 1-year wonder.
Al Rinaldi.
There you go.
Frank Rocco.
Between him, down the street, the big Sid.
Oh, Don Sidlick.
Then Rocco.
I played baseball with his kids when he lived in Lower Borough, too. How's that?
Yep. Great guys, too. 6 years for Rocco, 6 years for Sidlick.
Chuck DeBoer.
Current AD, 3 years.
Tim Cars.
9 years.
Sam Albert.
13.
Tom Girardi.
Number 1. Very good, Mike. You passed your Highlands history lesson.
2nd and 9. Kreis in motion. High snap. Give it to Taylor. Taylor barrels through there and gets it down to the 41-yard line.
Sure, I'm glad that wasn't a jet, because that jet would have taken off without the ball.
3rd and 7.
He is fighting for every yard.
Coach Girardi is now feeling a little bit more confident in his defense. I think the play calling might be showing you that. How about a little play action here? It might scare him to death. 9-10 left. Chris Warner on his. Here we go, Bill. He's 2 and 2. We understand.
Yeah, I am not a loser.
3rd and 7. Cohen is straight back. Cohen slings it.
Oh,
incomplete.
Johnny fell again.
He
Mike.
slipped. Yep. That turf can get slippery.
Yep.
It gets a little bit chilly as night falls and the dew starts to form. It makes it difficult.
Speaking of coaches, Mike, the regular trivia question, I think this is a good one. Okay?
Okay.
Since we have 2 first-year coaches out here tonight, Mr. Whalen and Mr. Girardi, who's the new longest tenured coach in the AK Valley at one school?
Okay, we may need a ruling on what counts as the AK Valley nowadays, but we'll do that.
The coverage of our newspaper. Both schools.
Well, Knoch doesn't count anymore.
I know.
Kreis.
Get at that.
Beautiful kick.
Yes, get out of bounds.
A Ray Guy special out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Great job by Logan. And again, Mike, we talked about...
Why did it take Ray Guy so long to get into the Hall of Fame, by the way?
He was a punter.
I guess. He's the best punter, though. He should be in the Hall of Fame.
He put the foot in football, that's for sure.
First down at the 5. Okay.
And Mike, the long porch.
8:44 to go. Highlands 24, Knoch 16. Well, it might be Muzzy, for goodness sakes. There's not.
No.
John Skiba at Apollo is a possibility.
Nope.
It's not Springdale. It's not Burrell. It's not Valley. It's not Riverview any longer. How about John Galley out of Freeport?
10 years, Mike. He is our longest tenured coach. How about that?
He's a Freeport grad?
Yep. They're getting pounded tonight by Eloquillo, by the way.
First down Knoch at the 6, they mark it. Karen Bauer in motion, and Harrod wants to throw it. Harrod's going to fire it deep, and it's going to be incomplete. Streaking down the middle of the field was Nick Martin, but he was double covered, but he had some separation.
He's very lucky that he didn't throw it where it was supposed to go, because we had, like you said, double coverage down there with Lonnie Long, and Signorella was down there too, Mike, playing a little defense. What a game for him last week, huh? 173 yards, 3.
They are stacked at wide receiver.
Yep.
It's going to be very difficult to match up.
It's a good thing.
Rams trying to hang on here and get this one. They deserve this after last week. And try to break the Knoch curse. Evan Wynn, number 17 in the lineup, as they have put some receivers in the game. Wynn split far to the left. Give it to Stapchuk. Not much. Up to the 10-yard line in the waiting arms of Lucas Lamer.
Lucas again playing sporadically on defense. That's another thing, Mike. We've got 13, 14 guys we are interchanging on defense.
And it's been much, much better here in the second half.
Cohen currently in with 260 yards of offense, and that's been a big, big part of it. Yep.
Knoch only has 25 yards on the ground in the second half. Highlands has completely shut that down. 3rd down and 6. They're going to run a toss to Karen Bauer off the left side. Breaks one tackle. He gets free. He gets a first down up over the 20 to the 22-yard line. They had him.
Yep. And that toss was not the best toss.
It was a bad pitch. Yep. It almost followed. He almost had to follow it into the end zone. But that's a big 13-yard pickup.
Is. Yep. Nothing comes easy here, Mike, huh? 10 tackles for Noah Gillette. Very nice crowd this evening, Mike, with all the alumni here. Knoch brought a nice crowd with them, too.
Like you said, the weather's gorgeous. 7:35 clock running.
I thought they moved, Mike.
Harrod is back.
He's Wilrott.
He fires it. It's tipped, and it's caught. Karen Bauer's knocked out of bounds. Sportelli got a hand on it, popped it up in the air, and it was a good thing Logan Christ was there, or Karen Bauer might have been off to the races.
That was a Wilrott, Mike. Sportelli had him, too. That was the thing about that. Remember, Totter's been playing with that bad injury to his leg, and it just seems like when it needs to get that lift, it's not there. And your body tells you you're not going to do it, and you don't.
Karen Bauer's caught them both. 2 receptions, 46 yards. First down Knoch at the 39. So the last 2 plays, 29 yards, and here they come. Clock stopped with the out-of-bounds play. And the quarterback, Harrod, has it.
48.
And Sportelli got a handle on him. Brings him down after a gain of 4 up to the 43-yard line.
Also on that play was Mario Cianco.
$128 now for Harrod. Stapchuk at 101.
Well, they went 4 yards, Mike. Play, that is their 4 for them.
That's a win on first down when you're running this kind of offense. Less than 7 to go. 24-16 Highlands. Jake Harrod, number 8. Going to run the option left. Harrod's going to pitch it to Karen Bauer. He's brought down by Freeman, but it's enough for a first down to the 49. Flag is down, though, at the 48. Hold the phone.
Harrod did a great job, Mike, of holding off on that pitch.
That is way away from the play.
And the reason
if that's holding on Knoch, that just isn't very good, because that is way away from everything.
Well, there's a backside to the play, too, Mike. Oh, they're going to get
40 yards.
Block,
40 yards.
But that was a illegal block.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You don't need to touch anybody that far away. Legal chop block on the Knights. That's 15, I think.
Yep. That is their 10th penalty for 85 yards. And Mike, on that play though, they did a great job, the quarterback that time, Harrod, of waiting on that pitch because he made Jet come up and hit him before he pitched the ball. By the way, Harrod did not play last year. You know why, Mike?
Are you playing soccer?
He's a great baseball player.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, and guess where he's got a scholarship to?
I don't know.
West Point. Not too
Hello.
shabby. Yep.
Yeah.
He's off to the Army.
So the ball's marked at the 33. The play was downfield. And it is second down 16 for Knoch. 6:24 to go. Boy, they got the ball with 8:44 to go. This might be Custer's last stand here. And Harrod going to run the pitch to Setner. Setner's hit and brought down. Hit first by Logan Christ, and Gillette finished it hard.
Booker was over there too, Mike.
So the gain is 5.
And Mike, Coach Whittington talked about his offensive line all year. Again, this is what's going to come into play. He says he's got 5 offensive linemen that can deadlift 500 pounds. That's a big guys, Mike, but do big guys get tired of the final 542? We got to hope so.
I guess it depends on who's delivering the blow.
Exactly. Highlands defense has to stiffen here. 3rd and long, Mike. You think they have to put the ball in the air here?
3rd and 12. And Harrod is back. Rolling left. Harrod being chased. Throws it up there. Intercepted by Romello Freeman. On the far side of the field at the Knoch 44-yard line. The Highlands 44.
And remember, Romello was taken off the field earlier, Mike, and again, comes back, gets that big interception. Great job by Romello.
And Knoch, their 3rd turnover. Highlands has not turned it over. 2nd Highlands interception of the year. Logan Christ had the other.
Did we turn over against Newcastle last week, Mike?
That's a great question.
I don't know how many turnovers we had this year.
Well, the totals are this. Now it's 6 we've forced, and we've turned it over 3 times total. So I think we turned it over once last week.
Okay. Here we go. Let's concentrate this week. 5:21 to go.
You really want to be able to run the ball now and run some time off the clock. Out of the pistol this time. The give is to Taylor, and here comes Taylor to the near side, but nothing doing. Is a good defensive play by Savon Mosby, getting in there to grab him around the waist.
Lost on a play, Mike. Lost in 2.
2nd and 12 for Highlands.
Cam now 9 rushes, 18 yards. I guess Jermaine just can't carry the ball tonight, Mike.
Rams only 21 yards rushing. Makes it difficult. Less than 5 to go.
And now, Mike, here's where you want the clock to roll. There's no rush to get this play off. Seth Cohen, smart to look at that play clock in the end zone.
Again, they go out of the pistol formation and give it to Taylor. Taylor busts through there. Down at the bottom, they had him as Corey Payne, the senior defensive end, had him. And now I think Knoch's going to call timeout here.
I guess they are.
They are. As we're to that now. And it's going to be 3rd and 10.
Mike, swag bag alert. Ooh. Planet Fitness is going to give a bag away with all kinds of Planet Fitness gear in it. Here's how you got to do it. Go to Planet Fitness. If you are a member or if you're not a member, you're welcome to come in. See Rick Albanese at the main desk. If Rick isn't there, just ask for a ticket. You put your name and phone number on it. We're going to draw it live on the air here, the last game. Actually, I'll draw to Planet Fitness and bring it over. We'll announce who it is. People say, well, you're not really live. Yes, we are live. We're breathing right now.
We're live.
He's going to throw a month free gym membership in there, too. So if you haven't been over to Planet Fitness, get there today. Located right in the Toronto Heights. It's open 24/7. Work out when you can, anytime you want to. Again, located in the Heights Plaza. Go see them. Drop by today. Planet Fitness, Toronto Heights. Call for details. They'll slick you up.
And they have memberships for as little low as $10 a month.
Yeah, it's great. Been there. I saw Scene. This is a Scene column. And when I go to Planet Fitness, I always see somebody. Gary Nagley this week was up there.
How about that? Speaking of former Rams, 50 years, right?
He was asking for a game against Freeport on disc.
Here we go. 3rd and 10. Cohen is back. The Czar's Army's coming. He fires it down the middle, and again, he was looking for Freeman. Cohen thought it was down the middle. Knoch sent 8 that time.
Yeah, he did, Mike. And again, Romello was looking outside. The ball went inside. They're going to have to turn it over on down.
4th and 10, 4:24 to go, and Knoch will get it back.
Another nail biter, holding something at home. Tater Gun's mom, Faye, was there. Saw her. Ruben's mom doing great. Working on it.
Logan Christ back to punt it again. His last one was 35. See if they come after him. They do. He gets it out of there.
Wobbler.
It's a wobbler. It's going to hit.
Take a good bounce.
Take a Highlands bounce.
Keep rolling.
And
let it roll. Do not touch.
Because
let the clock tick away.
It goes further and the clock ticks.
Yep.
No bad things happen.
Like I was pulling into the parking lot, this woman was coming out, and I knew I was not going to hit her, but I figured if I beep, I'd startle her. So I just pulled in. When I got out of the car, I said to her, that's the worst thing in the world that ever happened to you. Getting hit after the workout. If you're going to get hit before the workout.
That's right. All right, here we go. 4:12 to go. Ball at the Knoch 26-yard line. Highlands leads it 24-16. The scoring in the second half, 3-0 Highlands. Can you believe that after all the points we've had?
21-16 at the half.
And here is Harrod rolling. Harrod's hit, and down he goes at the 26-yard line as Gillette comes in there to get him. It'll be maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Another short tackle there by Noah Gillette. One thing about Noah, he gets a beat on you, Mike. He usually doesn't miss.
No, he's a great tackler.
His mom, Sue, Planet Fitness. Sue signed up for that swag bag.
That's right.
All kind of neat stuff in there. And again, drop by.
And they get one of those cool hats like we have.
Yes, we got the hats. He got a nice big bag too, Mike. It's almost like a cooler type thing.
That's great.
Yep, he's gonna put everything in there.
I'll have my nephew's crew
Ken
go
Woods
do that.
I'll
have my nephew's crew give it a look. Yeah.
Yep. Sign up, Ken.
2nd and 9. Knoch at the 27, taking a lot of time, and now they full started. I think or the clock ran out.
Beautiful.
Boy, they're really trying to conserve it here. 3:22 to go. You want to put the foot on the pedal a little bit quicker, but yeah, where the flag is thrown, that's delay.
How about that 11th penalty, 90 yards. Highlands only 7 tonight, Mike, for 40 yards. We're getting better.
Things are improving. And talking about getting better, this defense in the second half has been tremendous.
And again, a lot of coaching went into that this week, Mike. Trying to play this defense against this offense is tough.
And probably a lot of coaching went in at halftime, too. More than just this week. And that's 2nd down and 14. And the turnovers have helped. The Rams are forcing turnovers. Harrod's going to run it. Going to get hit. Oh, he got hit hard. Gillette put the pop right on the football, trying to knock it loose that time. The gain is only 3, and the Rams crowd is starting to warm to the occasion.
3 minutes to go. America's long nightmare may be over, Mike. It's 6 years.
Yeah. Less than 3 to go. 3rd and 11. Again, the Knights taking their good old time.
And Mike, this is the pace they play at. It's not a pace you play at when you're down, but this is their pace. Definitely going to throw this back. Get some pressure on him. Timmons is being helped.
He is. Now he's in trouble. Now he gets out of there. Now he's hit. Look at him go across the 30.
You got to get him down on the ground,
the 35. And a first down and more. 40, 45, and up to the 48-yard line.
Danny Timmons was standing there being held, pointing at the guys holding him, and no flag.
First down, Knoch all the way, and the Rams had to chase him all that way to the 47.
Freeman made the tackle, Mike, but this is unbelievable.
154 for Harrod on the ground. Clock winds to 2:25. Knights have 2 timeouts left.
Yep. 4 guys hit him too. Oh, God, how to get out of that? Never easy, Mike.
No, Dean, it's not. Karen Bauer in motion. Now they give it on the scissors. Give it to Setner.
All night.
And Setner's hit hard at the 50-yard line. And Timmons is down. Getting up slowly.
Mazarek
is not calling time. And they are. We'll take 1-2. 1:58 to go. Highlands 24, Knoch 16. We'll be right back.
Oh, boy.
You know, speaking of streaks, Highlands has also lost 4 straight here at Golden Ram Stadium, and during that streak, allowing 34 points a game in those 4 games. Our last win was opening day here last year against Ambridge.
Yikes.
That's another one that needs to go away.
Yep. Thought we had a chance right there, Mike, to close the door, but
Knoch has
Eric kept it open to his credit.
1 timeout remaining. 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
They
And
moved
Karen
early.
Bauer
Guess what? No time on the clock.
moved. So there it is, a false start against the Knights. Wow, they're off my sheet.
Yep, 12 for 95, Mike.
2nd and 12 for Knoch. Next week we will be at Mars. They got a tough one tonight, playing against the Montour Spartans, and Mars needs a win.
Yep. Montour comes in 4th in 4A.
2nd and 12. And Harrod is back. They chase him. Harrod
There's a
steps
penalty
up.
marker.
Down. Fires downfield. It's
Oh, right
incomplete.
through Romelo's
Almost intercepted by Freeman. But there's a marker down in the Knights' backfield. Let's see what that is.
It's holding.
Yeah, I think you want to take it, even though they get the down over. You want that yardage.
Oh, yeah.
1:50 to go. Highlands by 8.
Top 5 in 4A, Mike, hasn't changed. Thomas Jefferson 1, South Bay at 2, Bell Vernon 3, Montour 4, and West Mifflin 5. Knoch played West Mifflin last week, got beat by him.
2 penalties against the Knights. They had illegal receiver and holding. We'll take the holding.
Hey, Mike, you don't say this, but a big game in Class A this weekend. California at Imani Christian Academy. You know why it's big? You hear about that?
I did a Cal game once against Riverview. No.
California comes in averaging 67 a game. Imani 62.
Imani with a ton of transfers that came in.
They
2nd and 25.
They put 66 on Riverview last week.
High snap, but Harrod is back. Harrod throws it. It's caught, but the Rams are waiting. Lonnie Long put him down. So did Sportelli, as it was caught by Schreckengost at the 40 for 5.
They got to go quick, Mike. 3rd and 17.
And Harrod is back.
There's a hole.
On 3rd, and he gets out of there. And he's at the 40. And he might have a first down. But the Rams stopped again. The flag is down way back at the 35.
Gillette had him in the backfield, Mike. I thought for sure it was a sack. What is Harrod's going to serve the Army well.
1:19 to go.
He's an escape artist.
Yeah, you want guys like that on your side.
Yep. That's the old story. I own a foxhole with them. Do they do foxholes anymore?
Great question. Let's see what Wayne Mattis has for us here. Clipping against.
Yeah. Now, there's an old school penalty.
That's 15 from the spot of the foul. That's going to put it back at the 21-yard line.
14 penalties, 120 yards for Knoch.
And they got to get to the Highlands 43. So that's 7 and 29. It's going to be 3rd and 36.
3rd and Saxonburg.
Wrong way. 3rd and Creighton.
Great, there you go.
Saxonburg, I think, is that way.
I was making a Knoch analogy.
I got you.
Knock, knock.
3rd and 36. 1:19 to go. This is the classic. They have to get some of it.
Yep.
Harrod is back. Harrod is being rushed. Timmons has him, but he gets away. He fires. Incomplete.
Thank God.
Karen Bauer, the intended receiver. It's 4th down. So here
And
we
he
go.
had him in his grasp, Mike. All right, 111. 4th and 36. I'm not saying a word.
Okay.
Makes for great TV, huh?
6 straight Knoch wins in the series. Highlands last beat them in 2008, 35-28 in a game that Jeff Sinclair will not soon forget. Neither will you. Almost got to fight.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Last win by Highlands against Knoch here was in 2006. They won 20-0. Highlands has also lost 4 in a row at home. I can get all those off my sheet for the next time we're back here.
What is it with me and press boxes and fights?
Can't understand it. You're such a nice guy. I don't get it.
Highlands calls a timeout.
They do. We never argue. I don't understand it. 1:11 to go. Well, let's talk about this. We'll keep it here. It's 4th and 36. If they have anything tricky, Bill Heasley watches the games on Huddle and charts them, and he's saying, watch for the double pass. Something's up.
Double pass. He's been calling for the reverse all night.
Believe me, if they have something like that, it's time. There's nothing to keep in the bag for Frank Whalen. Maybe he's got some of those really cool things that Wizard White had at Valley back in the day.
Bill, to his credit, helps us out. He becomes Frank Whalen all week. He does the Scott team for us, and he thinks like Frank Whalen.
This was an easy week for me watching it because there's not a whole lot that they do.
Next week he'll be Scott Heinbacher.
Scott Heinauer in his 28th season.
You think I get his name right by now, huh? Scotty, as we call him. He's helped us out a few times.
Yeah, big baseball card collector, by the way.
Oh, I did not know.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go, Mike.
4th down and 36. One play.
Oh,
there's the snap. He's in trouble, and down he goes.
Please, I hope. Who?
Jermaine Jett finishes it off.
Finally. America's nightmare is finally over. Or at least Highlands' nightmare.
Listen to the crowd.
We're going to break the streak tonight, Mike.
Knoch has one timeout left. The Rams need to execute the victory formation, and they get out of here with a win. Outscoring Knoch in the second half, 3-0. The big play after Knoch took the lead 16-14, the Rams marched it on a drive at the end of the second quarter, at the end of the half, and scored on a 26-yard touchdown pass with 43 seconds to go.
And again, J.C. Bowser, big field goal, give us an 8-point lead, and that's we're going to ride into the victory tonight.
And she's been money so far this year, and the Rams are going to move to 2-1 and right smack dab in the middle of playoff contention.
You got to worry about that 1 point against Newcastle coming back to bite it.
Well, the good news is they only lost by 1, and when it comes down to Gardner points, that doesn't hurt you very much.
But if you put the 3 top teams up there right now, South Fayette, Mars, Montour.
Yeah, but Mars is playing Montour tonight. Somebody's losing.
But if we tie Newcastle, that's not good.
That's what 3-way ties are for. 27 seconds. The Rams need to get this snap. They do, and that's going to do it. The Highlands Golden Rams have beaten the Knoch Knights finally. 24-16, and they deserve it.
On Alumni Night, Mike, in front of all the young kids, in front of all the alumni of the past 50 years, the Golden Knights go down tonight. The Rams showed up, and again, the streak is now officially over.
All right, let's wrap it up as the Rams win it and move to 2-1, 24-16, and what an entertaining group of Highlands Golden Rams we have so far this year, huh?
Eddie got his shirt on with the number 50
on it, exactly. Maybe someday I can get one of those. All right, let's wrap it up. Thanks to Ricky Saffer upstairs. Thanks to Ken Wood behind us. Once again, that final score here tonight on Alumni Night. Highlands 24, Knoch 16. For the Dean, Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik.